Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Project BMW Jekyll and Hyde. On this episode, a good chunk of Team Pinnacle Driving Academy comes over to help along with a few other friends. We start repairing the rust on Mr. Hyde and begin to pull the engine on Dr. Jekyll. I know that I said I was going to take the 330 motor from this one and put it in the Time Attack car, but the drift car is going to keep the 330 motor. Yes. And I'm going to buy another 330 motor, and I'm going to put it in the Time Attack car because I have decided that, yes, I know you can drift a 325i very, very well, and there are some excellent videos out there with people completely drifting them, but I would like this to be a serious drift car at some point. So I think I'm going to stick with the 330 in this motor. Also, I'm lazy, and then I don't have to do a double engine swap. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to get rid of the 325 in that one, and I'm going to put a 330 in the Time Attack car, and Mr. Hyde, the drift car, is going to keep the 330. Now, obviously, before I get started, for the love, just subscribe and turn on notifications. I gave away a t-shirt because some of you missed it in the turn on the notifications thing. If you do that, I do giveaways. I got lots of content coming, car reviews, car builds, car culture, everything is coming. Just subscribe, turn on notifications. I promise you won't be boring. I'm hitting 2 videos a week now, and I'm going to keep that up as long as you guys are following along. All right, check it out. I am actually beyond stoked to tell you that I'm sponsored by Condor Speed Shop this season, okay? I just ordered an entire box of bushings, okay? These are going to go mostly on Dr. Jekyll because it's the one that's serious and it needs to be done properly because it's for setting lap times, right? But I do have some engine mounts and transmission mounts for Mr. Hyde. And I know, okay, before you tell me, I know that I should be hardening the chassis as much as I can for the drift car, but I'm just going to try and make do and get by because I just don't have the budget to put bushings on all these cars. But these are absolutely fantastic. I love Condor Speed Shop's branding, and right here I started mumbling as I tried to remember what these bushings are made of. It's a special polymer called ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene, which basically means that they never need lubrication and they are massively stiff but still absorb some road vibrations. And I've got everything. Oh, and I've got this too. Check. Uh-oh. This is a steering coupler, okay? This gets rid of the steering guibo, or gibo, whatever you want to say. There's a rubber steering coupler coming down from the steering shaft, and this just deletes that and makes it hard, okay? So for track use only. All right, this should hopefully sharpen up the steering. And, I've got offset control arm bushings, okay? So these add caster, which help with steering feel and help with, creating more camber? I can't even remember now. And once it's done, you don't have to worry about it. It's done. That's it. Got the bushings in, redo everything, and you're off to the races, literally. And when I do my car builds, I only drink cold, fresh, bubbly Perrier. All right. Harrison is draining the coolant so we can pull the front clip off. That's my brother, by the way. Wave, Harrison.
I can't right now.
Okay, he can't wave. I'm going to try to get the exhaust removed, and this is always literally my least favorite thing in the world to do because it's always rusted. Always. Every time it's rusted. I hate it. La da da da. Make sure you protect your face and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Kind of a wrench extractor thing here. Nice big one, goes right over. Oh, that won't fit. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, you got a extractor socket. That's what I've resorted to. Ooh, that's hot. Don't touch it. Don't touch the metal. Ah, there she goes. Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. Fire is always the answer. And Miata. All right, Joe is here, everybody. That's Joe.
Hello.
Joe. Joe loves body work, apparently. So Joe's gonna help Mr. Hyde here with its very rusted body. Okay, so the guy repaired this last year. He just repaired this jack point. But I'm gonna get a light so that we can show the camera what's going on. But it's a mess under there. Just take your coat off and then have a lean under there for a second. You can see how much needs to actually be cut away.
We're not talking about structural part, are we?
Well, I don't know how structural it is. Basically, This. Whoops! I just beat Kevin up with a. All right, can you see this? Right.
That looks like a mess.
It looks like
Yeah. Right. So like it's just absolutely. This whole panel here, it comes down and it connects from the underside of the body into like a little platform underneath, and that's all gone.
Okay, you don't have rust on your car. You have some car with your rust.
I know, right? So we need to cut away all of this, right? We'll wire wheel like what's left over, essentially, and just try and we're gonna eventually cut some pieces and then just gonna tack weld them all along the bottom to repair
So
that.
we're just patching. We're essentially just patching the.
Yeah, exactly. I was even thinking of going in, you know, with like the square tubing, with like a proper welder,
yeah.
and putting some square braces across the side just to add some rigidity
Yeah,
back
that's
into
not a
it.
bad idea.
Right?
But wouldn't that gets you more points though, right?
Does it?
That's chassis stiffening.
Chassis stiffening will get you more points.
Really?
Yeah.
But what if it's chassis stiffening to just make the car? Oh, wait a second. This is the drift car. We don't care. That's the time attack car.
Well,
Yes.
then you might want to have
Yes.
something.
Okay, so we're okay. This is going to be the drift car, so it can be anything. It doesn't matter, right? So we are going to. I have all the tools you need. I think we're going to get cutting, grinding. I've got wire wheels. Why do you love body work? But I found when I was looking at this. Okay, so remember everybody at home? I said that this one had exactly no rust. Well, I lied. There's a one jack point has a little bit of rot around the edge. All the rest of them are structurally sound, but one jack point's not super strong. So I might just have somebody actually come in and I'll take the car to them and actually have them repair it properly.
Yes. Yeah.
BMW clearly stands for bring more welders.
We're gonna remove the rad completely. We're gonna remove the condenser. We are going to. I'm gonna unbolt the drive shaft. I just removed the exhaust. Remove as much as we can, and then we can start actually getting ready to pull the engine. Andrew's here. Hey, buddy. Yo, your beard. I've got nothing on that.
It's like a Viking.
Okay, I just pulled the exhaust. You got to drive shaft, and then we'll drop the subframe.
Sounds like fun. Is there pizza?
Aren't you? There's pizza. There's pizza. Yeah, there's pizza soon. The problem is it's Panzerotti, so it'll slow us down. So we gotta get some work done. Then we'll hit it up. Have you ever had Panzerotti from here?
It just sounds like a Maserati. That's all I know.
Oh, get ready. Get ready. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for the Panzerotti. We kept plugging away at getting everything removed so we could pull the engine, and we even stopped to have some pizza to tide us over until we could order Panzerotti later. What a health-conscious group we are.
Piece. So instead of like buying one and then weld along the middle and make it bend,
Yeah.
just buy something pre-bended maybe. Because then you can just
Oh
tackle it
yeah.
here,
I see what you
tackle it
mean.
here.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be pretty, right?
Yeah, it's just for structural. It's
Yeah.
pretty thick.
How is this under here?
It kind of goes in here, I think. It's surface rest. So if you have a Dremel, like with like a flexible Dremel,
Yeah.
I can go in and just clean it up and then not
Yeah.
cut this section off.
Okay. All right, so we got the front clip off. We're gonna remove the sway bar. It is, huh? Very lovely. This engine is. Hey, do you get anyone there in the Ontario area that wants a 325 motor that works well? I've fixed it up. It's got new coils. It runs fine. Go-kart. He wants to make a go-kart out of it. I promise that if that actually happens, I will show you guys, because that would be amazing. But otherwise, I don't know, $150 is a motor for you if you need it. Poor Joe's over here continuing to cut away parts of Mr. Hyde, and Dr. Jekyll's about to lose its drive shaft, so we can actually, so we can get the engine out. Next time on Project BMW Jekyll and Hyde, we find out how many dudes it takes to pull a BMW motor, we finally get our Panzerotti, and we have a very unfortunate mishap with the transmission. Whoa!